Well, a lot of fixtures to look forward to on match day one, to be precise, because the first place I had my focus on were the teams that got promoted and the top three teams in the league last season. Almost all of them are playing their first game at home. The likes of Sporting Lagos are going to start at home first against Gombe United. There's Heartland, who's also going to start against Lobby Stars. Lobby Stars were very good in the regular season, but unfortunately unable to keep up the same tempo in the playoffs. So sad for them. But then Katsina United will play against Kwara United. So for these three sides who are just coming, I feel like, no disrespect to the teams in the Nigerian Premier Football League, but I feel like those fixtures are sort of a soft landing for those three teams that I mentioned that came on. Kano Pillars will be the only one that will be traveling, and they go to Akwa to play Shetland. So that's really good. But I've got my eyes on two fixtures of favor. I've got Enyimba against Bendel Insurance, and I've got Rivers United against Remo Stars. Big games. Bendel yet to lose against Enyimba in the last 3 meetings. Remo Stars yet to find a win against Rivers United in the last 6 meetings, home and away. That's really huge, and I'm looking forward to what those fixtures have in store for us.
All right, let's look at the timing. The league is set to kick off on the 9th of September. Now, over the years, we've always had issues of postponement of the kickoff date of the league. Sometimes you wait until November, December, or sometimes even in January to have the league, kickstart. And this time around, we're having, to start the league next month on the 9th of September. Would you say that is a big positive for the Nigeria Premier Football League?
It's a plus. It's a huge plus, and I'm not even going to lie. It's a plus to be able to start the league at this point in time. The argument has always been for us to be able to align our leagues with the calendar of that of the European world, so that our players can have breaks at the right time, and not miss any schedule. So it's good that you're starting, but it's also important to know that it has been moved before. The league was supposed to start in August. So, but then we're finally happy the draw has come, and I think that's very good for these players, because a lot of these teams have already started training. They've resumed preseason for a while now. And the longer you train, the more you get informed. And the more you get informed, the more you reach your peak. And when you begin to reach your peak and the league hasn't started, when the league eventually starts, you've gotten to your peak, and then your performances begin to drop. And then we're wondering why these teams are not doing well in the league. Meanwhile, during preseason, they were winning games back to back. That's what happens, delay in starting the league. But this time, I think it's absolutely important to see that we are starting the league this early.
All right, let's go straight to the teams. Last season, we had an abridged version of the league that saw Nigerian teams play in the Super 6 in Lagos. This time around, we'll be having a full format. Let's look at the chances of each of the teams. 4 teams would go to the continent. 3 teams will go to the continent. 1 will go through the FA Cup. That's a total of 4, while 4 teams will be relegated. Amongst these teams and the preparations, who do you see would come out amongst the top 3 at the end of the season? It's so early, but who are you looking forward to pick the first 3 spots in the Nigerian Premier Football League?
To be very honest, I think we've come to the conclusion that in Nigeria, preseason is not the same with the regular season, and they usually say preseason has come, So if I'm to judge by preseason, I don't think any team is top tier at the moment for us. Remo Stars had an average of a decent preseason. They signed a lot of players, but we crashed out in the first round of the CAF Champions League. Same goes for Enyimba. They did their signing as quickly as possible, crashed out in the first leg, and all they were looking for was just 1 goal. So I think these two sides, or these teams rather, they've given us something to expect. But really, I've not got high hopes anywhere. I can't place any team anywhere. The only thing I can do is say, based on history, throw certain teams into the top 6, the likes of Enyimba, Rivers United, Remo Stars. Who else is there? I can't say what kind of
Bendel Insurance for the unbeaten record.
Bendel Insurance for the unbeaten record in the regular season. We should mention in the regular season, because they ended up losing out in the playoffs. So those are some of the regular country. And Rangers, I'm looking forward to Rangers, especially with the appointment of the new CEO, the chairman of Enyimba, talking about Amobi Eziogu. So I'm looking forward to seeing how impactful Enyimba is going to be in the new season.
All right.
Rangers, I beg your pardon.
Okay, and talking about the organization, do you have confidence in the board of the Nigeria Premier Football League that this season will be better than what we had last season?
To be honest, it has to be better. We can't keep going down. We can't take a step forward and then take 3 steps backward, which has been the case for the previous seasons. But I think it's very bad. Last season, we had a little progress, coming with the involvement of GTI and then the broadcast that we had, not every game, but now they're looking to take it up a notch, having 8 games every week on live broadcast. It may not be the same way in terms of quality or exciting viewing, but one of the basic things they want to achieve is that let all these games be available for the fans to view. And I think that's the way to go.
Okay.
I'm really hoping that they can keep to it. I hope we don't go back to the season where we had the NPFL TV crash. And I'm really hoping and looking forward to a very exciting season on that administrative part.
All right, thank you very much, Samuel Bamishebi, for your time. And we hope that we'll have competitiveness and we'll have lots and lots of maybe upset when the season kickstarts next month. Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me. It's a pleasure.